From a super secret location deep within the mountains of Colorado, it's time to strap up, strap in, or strap on with your host, Shenanigans in One Shot. It's From the Ashes Radio!
Ladies and gentlemen, holy crap, that is loud. Let's do this. Let's pull this. Pull that down quite a bit. Holy heck, that got loud fast. You don't hear you very loud?
I don't hear you very loud. I hear you really loud.
Do that. Let's do that with you. You know what? Your buttons are.
I hear me pretty loud now.
Your buttons are right there.
I don't know what they
do. All right, hold on. I haven't had a chance to.
And most of the time, I shouldn't do things.
I haven't had a chance to share this, so let me do this.
I am too. I'm doing it right this second.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to From the Ashes on About Face Media. I am one of your hosts. I am Rob. This is my hetero life mate, One Shot. Welcome to From the Ashes on About Face Media. We are glad that you are here. Come in hot. There we go. We're shared. So now everybody can listen along. Let's turn the volume down on this thing. And yeah, welcome to it, folks. And we are just trying some stuff. We played with some microphone cords and now we're all
Are we super tangled?
Hung up and no, we're fine.
Dude, I don't like how you decide 5 minutes before we should be doing things. We've done this like at least half a dozen times.
What did I switch up? What did I do? What did I do? Tell me. What did I switch up? Oh, chords? Yeah, well, it's how I do. It's how I do. But I love that you put this footrest here for me. This is like my new favorite thing.
I told you it was yours.
You did, and I sincerely appreciate it very, very much. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this half hour is brought to you by our homeboys at Thigh Huggers. Go to thighhuggers.com, enter the code ONESHOT. You will get 30% off of your order.
They take 15%, give it to a nonprofit, donate to nonprofit, and then you get a fatty discount.
Yeah, and then we get a little bit of that right there. And it helps us put other DJs on the air, and it helps us get stuff. So Randy Almquist, Nathan Einkorn, welcome to the show. Glad you guys are here. Thank you very much, Jen. So, hey, folks, if you haven't
causing to have drinking, bro.
God, I hope not. That's of all the things, that's the last thing that we want to do for folks is cause that. But
that is awkward. I'm like rubbing your leg.
Well, and it's all like around the mic stands and shit. It's all we have an hour to figure it out. It's like our
oh man, you threw me a softball. You want to see something funny?
I do now.
You threw me a softball. I was hoping you'd throw me a softball.
Hit me. Please don't hit me.
Well, you got this wise going like, what is that? And I thought it was super cool. My mom just printed out some stuff. So she sent me my OG, like jump school, jump wings, like push in. They still push the shit in, and then I got really UQA.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got those things. Yeah.
You went 1970.
I don't need this sweat.
I completely forgot that I don't have, that I didn't have.
Is that it?
That's the one from the GAN. It's like all like kind of like
hold that up to
the camera. You can tell like the box is like smudged.
Yeah.
Like,
hold that up to the
camera.
camera.
The fuck up. It's like my original purple.
Let me see that thing. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this.
You know who will never fucking have one of those?
Earned never given.
His name's Joe Cutt. I want to make sure I had that. I had that really put in there. I hadn't done it. No, I opened that up and I was like, oh crap. I honestly didn't even.
She brought it when she was here for the holidays?
No, it was mailed it to me.
Wow.
Anyway, just
had that in a box somewhere, huh? Did she?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I just figured it was one of mine in the box. I didn't really think.
So let me see them wings. Let me see them wings right there, because mine are made of pewter. Are yours?
The heavier.
Yeah.
I don't
my
know
original
what
wings. Yeah, yours are. Yours are too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's different now, right? Yeah.
They get like the plastic ones.
It's nowadays. Like they're like not. They're not even like cheap metal. They're just fucking plastic.
Mine sit on my Ooh, Adis is here. Adis, glad you are here tonight, dude. Thanks for joining the show. Mine are made of pewter, and they sit on my nightstand. And my wife is like, why do you keep those there? I'm like, but they're the originals, man. I mean,
They've been inside of me.
yeah, literally, there's still blood on them things. They've been inside of me. I'm not sure that's exactly how I wanted to word that, but yeah, that's exactly right.
Usually we just make something that's fucking creepy. We'll just leave you the fucking one. Like, I'm just gonna let this go because I don't need any more explanation. So,
oh my god, that's awesome. Well, and when I graduated, I was like, honey, are you coming to my graduation? And she's like, I'm not coming to Fort Benning, Georgia in July. No, it's not happening, bro. I'm like, yeah, I can get behind that. I understand why not. No, it's a little warm there. So our problem with Carl this week, with Combat Carl, and for those that don't know, Combat Carl is every unit has a Carl in it. It is it's your dope in your unit. It's your idiot. And our problem this week is it's the Department of Veterans Affairs, and there's so many stories to choose from.
Every one of the stories is them.
Is them?
So I'm picking this one.
All right.
You want to talk on the other one? You can do the other one. You can do it really fast because this one I got some shit on. These motherfuckers, bro.
Well, there were so many stories to choose from, and the story was either the VA wants to know how widows are spending their death indemnity claim, and they want it broken down. How are widows spending their dick? That dick is what you get when your spouse dies. Your widow gets that, and they want to know how they're spending it, and they want it broken down. Fuck you, VA. It's none of your business how my wife spends her dick. Weird to say, but hey, that's
if there's anybody's business, it'd be mine, but I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, exactly. Baby, I hope you're spending it on cocaine and guys named Juan Pablo.
You're a weird dude, bro.
Sometimes.
My God. Let me tell you what the other one is.
So now go with the other story.
The Aurora VA is currently under federal investigation for serving expired food to veterans. A full report. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Somebody was fucking hospitalized for a foodborne illness. And then some evidence was collected by an employee.
Uh-oh.
This dates back to December fucking 2022. Rob.
This is 2 years old.
Hold on.
Didn't you spend time in the hospital?
Hold on. Between December of 2022 and August of 2024 is where this dude documented it, but it came to light until just this last week. So literally, at least from December until now, how many times have I had an overnight stay and done I'm eating old, gross meats.
Didn't you ask me to bring you food when you were in the hospital?
Yeah, I asked everybody every time somebody came. I'm like, "Do you bring me something? I need this shit." Fucking terrible, not cafeteria terrible. I'm an army fucking infantry guy. Like more like soupy eggs and fucking like hockey puck fucking sausage is fine with me. I don't give a shit. Like,
and you were like, "I'm not eating this shit."
It is god awful, bro. Hold on. So this guy spent half of his tenure. His name's Rob.
Not me, bro.
His tenure in the VCS in Aurora, he was a grill cook in the cafeteria, then at the coffee shop. He even busted him out for using sour milk. Okay, expired milk. Okay, expired milk at the freaking coffee shop. So he's like, even the coffee shop, and he straight dropped dimes on the dude that was like, it's okay. Hey, smell that one. Make sure it doesn't smell too bad.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Hey, give some attributes. Where is this story coming from? What article or what publication is it in?
My apologies. The one you sent me is from the Rooster.
The Rooster.
But this has.
I'll put it in the show notes.
Literally has. Yeah, you got the
Homeboy's got pictures.
He's got the pictures of the food with. Wait, he even has this one. Look, this one's great. It has the text messages between him and the director where he's like, "We're serving expired meat today. State lost in 72 hours." And this dude has a note on it. Use this one first. And it's like all fucking dated in their like text messages. it was like, use this one first, but it's like over a week old already. Meat, red meat, bro.
Yeah.
Not been out for a week, been out the week after.
Yeah.
You can't you can't have red meat out, period, for a week, much less a week after. It's good. Oh my God. They had cockroaches and they had a conversation.
That's a fucking brand new building.
Like a massive.
It's an $18 million brand new building. They've already ruined the pool that's supposed to be used for the spinal clinic, and they have fucking roaches in the food. What the fuck?
Dude, they have roaches all over the building. Now listen, hold on. This is Colorado. We don't have bugs, bro.
We don't have mosquitoes.
This isn't fucking Hawaii.
We're not in a tropical area.
This isn't Florida. This isn't. I'm not saying those are scuzzy places. This isn't those areas where like you're overridden with bugs. It's Colorado. We don't really have bugs. What the F?
Dude, what the greatest funded organization in our nation by our government is the Department of Veterans Affairs. The best funded. And they're serving our veterans expired, putrid food.
With roaches running all over this brand new, like fucking, not brand new, but basically new.
And it took a fucking grill cook, the guy that flips the burgers, exposing it. It's not.
And he said he felt he was so upset about it. That's why he moved to the coffee shop. If you listen to this whole story, he's like, look, I was turning it in, like I told him like this wasn't good. Like they were telling me to use it anyway. Like I felt so uncomfortable. I transferred it to the coffee shop so that I'd be okay there. And I'm like, hey, bud, serve them rotten milk too.
What the fuck? None of this is excusable. And the story is 2 years old, and none of the media outlets in Denver have taken this story. It took some publication called The Rooster that no one's ever heard of. If not for this being posted on Twitter, no one would have any visibility on this story. Good Lord, what the heck is happening? Oh my gosh. Cheers, guys. Oh, hey, what's up, man? It's the guys. Yeah. Michael Connors had a
nice crew.
We do.
I didn't realize what a big group we had.
Yeah.
Last thing I saw was you passing a shot over to Nathan. I was like, all right. And I looked up and there's a cool room.
Jeff Gray, when are we getting the next episode of the Veterans Project, dude? Love what you guys are doing. Michael Connors, super excited you're here. Michael Connors and I spoke yesterday. He is super excited about us pimping him a bit for the coming year. Good. He is very excited. I'm excited about us pimping. For those that don't know, Mike Connors runs Connors Canines. He's going to be going for a long walk in the next few months. And so we are super excited. If you could post a link, Michael Connors, we would be very excited. Ooh, and Friday is the next episode of the Veterans Project. Folks, if you don't know it already, you need to. So we're pretty excited. We are coming up very quickly on 6:15 p.m. And when that happens, we're going to be bringing on Kerry Davis with Dark Angel Medical. We thought it was only appropriate with the events of the last few weeks of what's going on in our nation that we reach out to our buddy Kerry and say, hey, man, let's get some of these folks taken care of and make sure that they're safe and their families are safe. So he's agreed to come on, which we are very excited about. We like Kerry a lot, so we're excited. But hey, like I said, this last half hour has been brought to you by Thigh Huggers. Go to thighhuggers.com. Use the code use the code ONESHOT in all caps. And you're going to get 30% off your order. So before that happens, let's talk to Kerry Davis with Dark Angel Medical. Kerry, can you hear us okay?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can. God damn, you are a handsome young man. You man, you bet. Welcome back to the show. How you been, man?
Thanks, man. Been okay. Just been staying busy, trying to keep everything going.
I'll bet you have. I'll bet you have been really busy. And I like that new hat. That's a good looking hat right there.
Thanks,
like
man.
An American flag. So, Kerry, for those that don't know, I mean, you've been on the show before. People have heard from you before, which we like. But those have not heard your interview before. Start at the beginning. Tell us about your military background. We'll start there, and we'll get caught up quick.
All right. Started out as a medic in the Air Force. Took a special duty assignment up to Pope. Was in the first air evac 23rd, 43rd Aerovac Squadron, served on an airborne liaison team. So we got to do airfield seizure packages and that kind of stuff. It was fun. Got deployed a lot. And then I taught officer training school. While I was there, I was working as a paramedic in Alabama and went to nursing school. Was in the reserves after that for a few years. Got out of the reserves in 2007 and have been a critical care and ER nurse since 2003. And worked for Magpul. Still a part-time. I'm a part-time instructor at SIG as well. So, but dedicating the majority of my time to doing what I do, and that's teaching people how to save lives and trying to put out some badass med kits.
And doing a pretty damn good job at it too. So yeah, love some of the stuff that you guys have. Love your website. Love all the stuff that you got going on. In the meantime, you do some teaching. So with what's gone on the last few weeks in our nation, I imagine has really piqued your interest. First of all, your office is fucking awesome, dude. I know. Is that lantern real?
No, that's an LED bulb.
And I need
the camera. You could have lied. We would have lived.
Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing about is that a fish tank underneath the lantern?
No, that's a watch winder.
Oh, because it's pretty cool. It looks like a fish tank from where I'm sitting, but it's still
man.
Cool. All right, so let's politics aside. Talk to us about.
Is that a Viking shield?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we're good.
We need to have him on way more often.
Ow. Oh my God! All right, I'm done.
It's only our generation. I think Heidi's yelling at the TV as well, and she's like, "That's fucking Alf."
It is Alf. Yeah.
It takes a certain generation to know who that is.
That's right. We're dating ourselves. It's time for your colonoscopy. If you know who Alf is, it's time for your colonoscopy, boys and girls.
That's kind of fucking awesome, man. Anyway, we're focused. ADD is a terrible disease.
It is
horrible for people. Anyway, all right. So with what's gone on in the nation in the last few weeks, man, talk to us about Dark Angel Medical and what's going on. And I mean, you've seen what's going on. Yeah, talk to us. Talk us through some of the things that have gone on.
Yeah, with the incident in New Orleans, that was absolutely horrific. I mean, there's your that's nightmare. I mean, that's nightmare fuel right there. Mass casualty incident because a motor vehicle, car, truck, whatever, it's always going to win against the human body. And we saw that first and foremost in just a matter of seconds. Well over a dozen were killed. Was it? I think it ended up being like 15, 16. And upwards of 70 injured. So, man, carry your med kit. That's the big thing. I cannot emphasize that enough. Is there's a lot of places that are gun-free zones, or like in Texas there's 30-06 and everything, that's statute 30-06, and where it's a prosecutable offense if you're caught with a firearm on those premises. So carry your med kit, man. You can carry a med kit anywhere. So if anything in the any of the incidents that happened in the last week, if anybody's been paying attention, the rule of the day is to be prepared for the unexpected and prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And it just boggles my mind how many people still don't.
Come on, man. You can't really expect people to carry a medical kit with them everywhere they go. I mean,
I know.
Come on, man. What are you talking about?
I got to vouch for you are what I wanted to do.
Well, I mean, but I have a different background, though. But I mean, come on, man. Do you really expect folks to carry a giant fucking first aid kit with them everywhere they go? What are we talking about here?
Well, and that's just it. It doesn't have to be. And you hit up on a good point. I mean, we make med kits to actually weed out the excuses, because honestly, if you don't carry a med kit of some shape, size, or format on your person, it's an excuse, because there's no reason that we shouldn't all be able to carry a med kit. I mean, you can get one of our EDC kits that's this big. It's got 12 feet of quick clot. It's got a pair of gloves, a mini compression bandage, 2 vented chest seals, and you can throw a freaking soft tee in your pocket and flat fold that sucker. I mean, and you're basically prepared for a lot of bad stuff. And in a small little package. I mean, all that stuff weighs less than 12 ounces. How much does an extra magazine weigh? How much does, I see guys carrying, a pocket knife and a multi-tool and a flint and steel and a freaking sextant and a compass and a flare gun. And I'm like, dude, it is. Where's your med kit? I don't have room for it. I'm like, bro, if you fall in a freaking creek, you're going to drown. So, because of all the crap you carry. And so medical is not a fashion statement, man. It's a lifestyle. Preparedness is a lifestyle. And I have literally turned my truck around and come back home because I forgot my ankle kit or forgot one of the kits in my jacket that I carry in my jacket in the wintertime. I mean, wintertime is great for, for all the carry, all the carries. And so you can carry a med kit literally anywhere. And
it fits nicely in a pocket, huh?
Yeah. And have the training. That's another thing I can't emphasize enough is have the training. And I can't believe our class registrations didn't jump after all this stuff happened. It's been freaking crickets on the website as far as signups. So y'all, if you're out there,
let's talk about it.
If you know somebody that wants to get training, we do it.
All right. Tell us about the training.
Man,
what does training consist of exactly?
It's a 16-hour class. It's 2 days, and you learn from the very basics. You learn how the body works, the parts of the body that we're gonna be focusing on as far as a trauma assessment goes. Then we go into injuries in those systems, and then we go into more severe injuries. Then we go into environmental injuries, go into med kits. We go into triage, patient movement, and so forth and so on. And by the end of the second day, people are doing hands-on trauma assessments. And so this is something I think is extremely critical to have. This is relevant knowledge, man. This is something that everybody should have. I mean, we just got word from a police officer that used her kit on a fellow officer that got shot and saved his life. And I think that was save number 203. So, wow. Yeah. So this is something that people need to focus on. I mean, I have been preaching this since 2011, man, and I'm not getting any younger, and I'm damn sure ain't getting any prettier. But the message is the same,
I don't know, man. They're like fine wine and whiskey.
I don't know. I'm aging like milk, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Same.
Right, so at the VA. Where all do you have classes? Where do you offer?
Say again.
Where all do you offer classes?
All over the United States, man. We have a class sign up on our training link on our page, and it's got all of the classes we have currently through the United States. Man, we got them all over. Got them from Maine to California. From Washington to Florida. So, and all parts in between. So, what Joe Allen says, what background education you need to take the course? Zero.
Nothing.
So you can be a crayon eating Joe Allen and make it through. There's not any pop quizzes for it.
You can be a crayon eating, glue sniffing 0311. I don't care. You can be an 11 bang bang. You can be Joe construction worker. You can be Susie school teacher, soccer player extraordinaire. I don't care. I've had people from everyday Joes to cardiothoracic surgeons in my class, and everybody came out of there learning something. Nice. So yeah, man, I cannot emphasize get the kit and get the training. That's the big thing.
Because I feel like we need to start aiming at like industries. So like, let's start with like house mommies. Like, let's get 100%. Some house mommies educated. Let's do a class for house moms.
100%. That's the same class. That's the beautiful thing about it. We don't even have to pair and tailor it. I did a class out in California a few years ago at a private school for a bunch of school teachers. Same class. They were a little bit traumatized, but it was.
I mean, of all the demographics in this day and age that need that 100%. Class, that's a perfect example.
Bro, medical is one of the best force multipliers out there. It literally is. It's just like, okay, you got all your buddies with guns. That's cool. Because if there's a gunfight, I want all my buddies that have guns to come with me, because nobody's ever said, oh, we got too many guns in this gunfight. It's just like medical in a trauma situation. Nobody's ever said, man, I got too much medical on me, or I got too many people with med kits around. Instead, you usually hear, "Hey, who's got a med kit?" or "Who knows how to use this thing?" You know what I mean? So it's overlooked and under prioritized, and it's literally one of the things that could be the difference between life or death, way more than our sweet little blaster that we got. So
I like where your head is. I think this needs to be mandatory for teachers.
bro, I've said that. I've been saying that for years. It not only teachers, but I think it should. I think
administrator, every employee, every
bingo,
right down to the fucking janitor.
Well, and also not only that, I think a Stop the Bleed class should be mandatory for high school graduation.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, Kerry, I just think you just hit on something.
I'm just saying, man.
So how much did it cost to go to this class?
The basic trauma management 1-day class, which we do on a like for church security teams, things like that, is $250, and our 2-day class is $475. So,
do you teach Stop the Bleed?
Yeah, it comes that class gives you your Stop the Bleed certification.
Okay, I like it.
And yes, I also do that too.
I feel a strong initiative coming in the state of Colorado for Stop the Bleed and for churches and for teachers. I like where your head is.
I would love to do that. I would love to see that grow, because it's only arming people with knowledge, not just for their jobs, but for everyday life. I mean, hell, man, 130,000 people a year die in their home, you know? And so 33,000 people a year die from injuries that could be treated, from hemorrhages that could be treated. So where does that leave us? Are we going to be an asset, or are we going to be a liability? Your choice.
I love where your head is, Kerry. I love it. And I love what you're doing, man. I feel like I think From the Ashes and Dark Angel Medical can put this together, and I think we can do something good for our communities.
Dude, I'm 53 years old, man. And
you don't look a day over 70, brother.
yeah. Tell my soul feels like it's about a million. But I have been preaching this, man. This is what I've been so passionate about, because I just want people to have a better life, have another birthday. And dude, this has been hard, man. The last 2 years have been extremely challenging and difficult for us for a lot of reasons. And we're trying to make a difference, man. And it's hard to, it's been hard. And
I think you'll see some changes starting January 20th, bud.
I think this is something that could definitely be it could be a life changer for people. You know what I mean? This is something that giving somebody another birthday, dude, no better gift in the world. I'm sorry, I got a little verklempt. You'll talk amongst yourselves,
dude. So, this is why we talk to you, man, because you're passionate about what you do. This is exactly why we talk to you. This is exactly why we talk to you, Kerry, because you're passionate. I know what it means to you. One of the most heartwarming things that I saw coming out of the videos of New Orleans was, as soon as shit started going down, you saw like 10, 15 officers without hesitation turn on their heel and sprint towards the bad things.
Yeah.
And that just warmed my heart so much.
Well, it reaffirms your faith in humanity. You know what I mean? And because who's gonna act, man? You know?
I think you saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Everybody else was running to cover their tail feathers, and you saw 10, 15 police officers turn on their heel and head right for.
Yeah. Well, you remember when the Christmas parade got run over in Waukesha several years ago? There were several bystanders there on scene that had medical kits, and EMS and law enforcement actually said, had they not been there, more lives would have been lost. So it is absolutely, you got to have the right mindset. You got to be willing to do it. But not only do you have to be willing to do it, you got to have the right tools and the right training. So having good intent is one thing, but having the proper tools and the proper training is way up there on the level of importance. And a tourniquet and I mean a belt and a tampon ain't gonna cut it, buddy. I'm just telling you.
You and I had a conversation one time, and I think it was you that said, when seconds count, help is only minutes away, or something like that. I think
exactly.
And I
100%.
was like,
Yep.
that is the realest thing I've ever heard right there, man. And it's completely accurate, dude. You're completely right.
I mean, you got 120 seconds of free bleeding before you're deep in a hurt locker. You know what I mean? How quick can you employ that equipment?
Put that into plain English for some of our listeners that don't really understand what that really means. Because you and I know what that means, but some of our listeners are not
Notice how you didn't
clear.
Okay.
You know.
So let's say you have a big vessel. Let's say you have a big vessel that is dissected, is cut. Okay, you have a big vessel. Bigger vessels equate to bigger blood loss. Big vessel gets cut. You can, like, say your femoral artery, your common femoral runs down the inside of your leg on each side, each leg. Common femoral gets cut. You can lose a liter of blood in 45 seconds. That's 1/5 of your circulating volume in 45 seconds. At about a minute, little over a minute, you'll lose about 1.25 liters. In about 2 minutes, you'll lose about right at 2 liters, which is roughly almost 40% of your circulating volume. So 120 seconds, 4 TV commercials, 1 big Flex Seal commercial, whatever you want to say. But that's,
that's the worst analogy ever.
That's the best analogy ever, because those bastards go on forever, man. But time is life, man. Time is life, and you may be the one to give that person another birthday just by simply having the kit, having the training, and having the right mindset. And there's nothing like it. Like I said, medical is a force multiplier, and you make the choice whenever the time chooses you.
I love the way you keep saying that. Give somebody another birthday.
That's what we do, man. We pack birthdays into boxes. How freaking cool is that?
That is excellent.
And like Joe Rosick said, he's worried about, unfortunately, more bad shit is coming. I believe that. In every fiber of my being, I believe that. But what can I do to mitigate that bad crap that's coming?
Be prepared.
Be prepared. Part of that is not just your blaster. That's cool. I carry one every day. If I got my britches on, I got one. But having a medical kit is the other piece of that pie. And that's the big piece that's always missing. So you got to be, okay, the fight is one thing, but you got to be prepared for after the fight. We've been teaching people for years and years, train like you fight, train like you fight. Yut. That's good. But train like you bleed, dude. Don't just train like you fight, because you may win that fight. And after that fight's over, then the real fight starts. And that's where the rubber meets the road, son, because you got seconds to make that decision. And if you're leaking from a hole that God didn't give you, then you got problems, son. You know what I mean? So train like you bleed. Don't just train like you fight. Train like you bleed.
Last summer, I bought this sweet, badass Husqvarna chainsaw. I was so excited about the thing. Oh, dude, it's bad. It is super badass. Yeah, it's pretty badass. I love my new chainsaw.
Huskies are pretty sweet.
When I bought it, I'm bring it in the backyard. I got a tree I got to take down. Life is good. And I set down an aid bag, in the backyard. And I made sure my son is standing next to him. Made sure he goes through and how to use the tourniquet and everything like that and whatnot. And he's like, "What am I doing here?" And I'm like, "You're here in case I trip and fall and that thing decides to fucking take a bite out of my leg." And
bingo.
Yeah, just in case I'm not laying here like trying to drag myself over to a fucking cell phone and be like, "Come on, please, come help me." Chainsaws think my leg are delicious. Yeah, because let me tell you, kid, that shit is ugly.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Can you spare some tourniquets for the poor, please?
See, Roz has got a good question
Yeah,
here.
he does have a good one. Good med kit for first-time college kid.
One of our headrest kits. You can get a headrest kit that affixes to the headrest of the car, is secured with a T-strap, and it's got at least one tourniquet and a pair of shears, along with everything else that you need for a basic trauma kit. It's about yay big, super easy to employ. So the headrest kit is and there's no mystery to it. You open it up and there's all the components laid out. So you don't have, it's not like you open it up, it's like surprise. So a headrest kit is a perfect kit for anybody that drives an automobile.
I was going to bring up the automobile thing because that's where I would have one. I always have one on a bike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. If I've got a steering wheel in front of my chest, and I got an ankle kit on, well, that sucks because I got T-Rex arms and now I got a steering wheel on my chest. There's no freaking way I can get a damn med kit off my ankle. I'm going to sit there and, well, nice knowing you. So, Joe, you can go to darkangelmedical.com and look up the header, HEDR.
No,
And that is,
I know. What am I here for? I'm not just a giant dick and huge muscles, Roz. If you give me a second, we'll get to all these things, That's what he's here for,
He's not just here for decoration, mister.
Yeah. With that being said, Kerry, I'm going to hand you off over to my fucking hetero life mate over here, and he's going to give you the outgoing instructions.
All right, Kerry. Last 2 minutes, we give you, the time, your time, go over anything you want to that, we think we might have forgotten that you wanted to go over. Also, make sure you have general information to sign up for courses, contacts, handles, and where to order your swag.
Right on, man. Thank y'all so much for having me on again. I really appreciate it. First off, let me talk about this stuff. Head over to darkangelmedical.com. You can check our website out. We've got med kits for every occasion, young and old, cars, boats, whatever. Now,
are old people's kits different? Toddler, and then there's teen, and then
no, that's actually a good question, to be completely honest.
That's actually the beautiful thing about it. It's kind of a one size fits all because soft teas and cats have been used on kids as young as 2. So, and then hemostatics work good too. So, especially if you got somebody on blood thinners. So, which is a big problem now, or not a problem, it's a common occurrence now in our elderly generation. People who are on 81 milligram a day aspirin, people who take a shitload of Motrin, or Aleve, things like that. So the kits are made for anyone and everyone. That's the beautiful thing about it. Just different formats, whatever your mission requirements are. Thank you, Ross. Appreciate that, man. So that's darkangelmedical.com. If you order a kit, it's HSA and FSA eligible. Also, we have our Kit for Life guarantee, which is basically, in a nutshell, if you use a kit to save somebody's life, you let us know and let us know what you used. We'll replace it 100% free of charge.
Wow.
No, so buy once, cry once from us. And we stand behind all of our products 100%. If you use your kit and they succumb to their injuries, we'll give you a really good discount on some replacement parts, but it is called a Kit for Life guarantee. And our training, head over our training tab. We got 30 classes scheduled this year already, and scheduling more. So they're all over the United States. You can go directly to the training link, find a class in your area, sign up for it right there on the site, and we'll get you squared away.
So I know there's another group that runs things that does training for churches, something Shepherd. I can't think of their name off the top of my head. But,
yeah, there's a couple of them out there.
But I think they just do the firearm stuff. But do you know if they do any of the medical stuff? I don't think that they do.
I know there's a organization called Protect His House, and they do training for church security teams, mostly the firearm stuff as well. I just went and I think it was year before last, I taught a class at Colorado Springs Christian School to their security team. And they were very receptive because they had a lot of the firearms and tactical stuff, but they didn't have the medical stuff. So that's what they called me in to come take care of that. So man, any church security teams, schools, anything like that, you let me know. You can shoot us an email to info@darkangelmedical.com. Or you can shoot me an email directly to Kerry, that's Kerry, just like on the website, just like the county in Ireland. Kerry Davis, Kerry at darkangelmedical.com. And I'll answer the question as to the best of my ability.
Well, because I know like my church, I go to Plum Creek in Castle Rock, and they're like adding extra services because we're so packed. And I know that our like security team and whatnot, there's no other way to say it. They're overwhelmed with the amount of people that we've got. I feel like possibly some medical training might be a huge ask.
Oh my God, dude!
All you need is one little old lady to fall down a flight of stairs. We got plenty of that.
Yeah, it's not even like the crazy event.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even the crazy events. I mean, just think, what if you had a CO? What if you had a carbon monoxide leak? And you can
bring out in the parking lot.
Exactly. You can bring out the what if fairy all day long if you want to, but the bottom line is people need medical.
Yeah. And I'm not joking. I feel a From the Ashes Dark Angel Medical partnership coming up here. I feel like we need to do this with the teachers.
You let me know, brother. I'm down like 4 flat tires on that one. You know what I mean? So I'll do it.
That's the first person I've ever heard use that besides me.
I almost said I'm down like 4, like a fat kid on a seesaw, but I didn't want to offend anybody. You know.
What's up, man? I know how a seesaw works.
Yeah. Me too. I would love that because that gets the word out, man. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I've been trying to do since 2011 is get the word out to people because that makes us better prepared.
Well, and that's why we always come to you because you're so hyper passionate about this. It means so much to you. This is why we keep coming back to you about this. So, and with what's going on, in the world the last few weeks, I mean, you're the first person we called, and man, I love that we're happy to come back on and talk about this through because it's important as far as we're concerned.
Yeah.
Plus, we spend a lot of time. We're huge advocates for the motorcycle relief projects here. Motorcycle relief project here. Hey, you're one washed out front wheel from something bad happening. I think everybody that rides on 2 wheels should have at least a first aid kit on them.
At least, at the bare minimum. At the bare minimum.
And strapped to you, not somewhere on the bike where you can't reach it.
100%. One of my students in my class in Texas, one of my classes in Texas, he was the youngest of 3 brothers that came to my class. He was on his motorcycle in Houston, got struck, was unconscious, but had my kit strapped to his handlebars. Somebody there was able to employ the kit and save this kid's life.
Well, that's kind of awesome.
Pretty rad, man.
Yeah. My last good trash was in California, and my front wheel washed out, and I got tossed off the bike. And the bike was over there, and I was over here. So,
oh man,
one on the handlebars was not going to help me.
Yeah, that could have ended badly.
Oh, dude, look at that! Yeah, Roz says he already hit it. So
thank you, Roz.
Nicely
appreciate
done.
It, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Now let's do some good stuff. That's what I like to read about.
I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you, sir.
Excellent. So well done, Kerry. Hey, man, go spend some time with the family. I hope you had a great New Year's, a great Christmas. Thank you so much. We're going to be talking a whole lot more because we're going to do some good stuff, man. So
just let me know, so much. Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
Have a great rest of your night, man.
Y'all too. Later.
Bye. Damn, I love talking to that guy.
Yeah, he's your people. There's definitely a different passion between people that want to punch holes and butter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he is good at what he does. He is passionate about it. He gives a shit. I love his attitude with the whole we make birthdays. That's kind of that's an excellent saying.
I like his approach to thought on stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, that's a cool lamp. We need one of those lamps, man. Where the fuck did he get that? And God,
dude, I got this other thing, but it's not like that.
What's the other thing?
I got it looks like one of them fucking railroad ones. Maybe have you been working down here?
You've been working your ass off down here.
My fucking ass off, and as we're sitting here, and you started, you know how you were telling me the other day, you're like, dude, the regular flag. And I'm like, wow. Well, when we get off there, we ain't done. We got 3 to 3.5 minutes of work.
Oh yeah?
Next week.
Cool. I love what you've done down here. You've done a shit ton of work. I mean, this has really come along. I love this. I mean, I love the Broncos thing. Thank you, Nathan Einkorn, for the Broncos. Did I say it right that time? Dude, I never,
shit.
I can't get anything right. The fucking, what is it, Douglas County Monument? I can't fucking ever get that shit right either. I just can't do it,
I
man.
know. Exactly.
That's why I have the note cards.
And they're like, I'll never forget them too. And it's just because you cannot get the fucking name right. I don't remember anybody's name.
I love them to little pieces, but
I
I just
have to
can't
see
get
you
them
on a
in.
consistent basis. If you're like one of my best friends I've been around all the time, I've seen for a year, you're gonna expect like at least a few second pause. And you're like, fuck, man, hold on. You know what I mean?
Joe Allen, I'm not sure what you're getting at here with the Martha Stewart reference. That is my future ex-wife, so speak with some respect right there, okay? That woman is awesome.
You wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like that alimony check. I just thought about that.
And
I wonder if the alimony check includes, like, you could be like, I'll take half of that $sign if you cook me 2 meals a day.
yeah, no kidding. No, because she don't make ramen.
She makes ramen different.
Yeah.
I'm sure she does.
Yeah, it's not the ramen we're used to.
Yeah.
Seth decorating. Oh, yes. Yes, he is definitely. He has definitely put his Martha Stewart on this.
We like kind of missed that fucking joke.
It went way.
That was actually pretty decent funny, and I feel fucking stupid right now.
Ross is like she was smoking hot back in the day. Come on, man. If Snoop is hanging
Dude,
with
she's
her,
still kind of fucking.
yeah. What are you talking about, Ross?
Stage. I'm smacking cheeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I should probably slow down because, but yeah, she has aged well. Let's put it that way.
She has.
Hey, folks, check it out. So, this is About Face's Media. This is About Face Media's first year that we qualified for the combined federal campaign. If you were in the military, I know, Joe Allen, you know what I'm talking about. If you are a federal employee, you know what the combined federal campaign is. This is our first year that we qualified for it. And you have until January 15th to contribute to it. And you can make About Face Media who you contribute to. So if you are a federal employee of any type, if you are in the military, you can contribute to
is this the thing we
CFC.
Oh, that thing was great.
Wasn't it? You could drop like $5 out of your account.
Dude.
Never noticed.
Yeah, absolutely.
We qualified for that this year.
That's sweet.
I know. That's super
That was
cool. We're doing it. You're doing it right this second.
I love it.
You are. You're doing a great job doing it too. So yeah, this is the year. This is our first year. Our vice president of the board, Kristen Swanson, actually made it all happen through a lot of work. Yeah, Joe Ellen, congrats. That's great. I know we're pretty fucking excited about it too. So yeah, if you know folks who are federal employees and have access to the combined federal campaign, please, by all means, make About Face Radio, About Face Media, who you contribute to. We would really, really appreciate that. Just a couple of bucks, $1, $5, whatever it is, out of your paycheck. We would really, really appreciate that. That would help us to put new veterans on the air. It would help us to because we have a waiting list of veterans that want to come on and broadcast. It would give us new equipment, like a new camera. Maybe you'd be able to see Seth's face if we were able to get that camera. I'm not saying that would happen, but it could. But yeah,
we really do operate out of a good
way. Yeah, most of the equipment you're looking at, it was donated, usually by WTF Moments, or it was found on the side of the road, and we just kind of polished it up, whatever it may be. So yeah, we would really, really appreciate it. It would be a huge help if you would do that for us. The other thing is, this show is looking for a producer. We used to have one. That dude got transferred. Thanks, United States Army. We are looking for a producer, someone who is.
We used to have like 3 rotating producers, and all were functional. We went from 3 to 0.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We need somebody who. It is a challenge. Every once in a while we're doing the show, if you look up, you'll see me get really close to the camera because I have to push a button and stuff. We're looking for somebody to do some behind the scenes stuff, but still participate, offer colorful commentary, help us out with stories, things like that, booking guests, whatever, the behind the scenes stuff. And we're looking for that.
Sit on the other side of the camera and help
Unfuck everything.
me and Rob are tripping on our knees.
So if you know someone who's passionate about helping veterans and might be good at doing this kind of stuff, has some experience, basically driving this mouse and operating a computer and the camera and stuff, we would really appreciate the help. So if you know someone, your microphone looks like an ice cream butt plug. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. This is the problem with having a text line. People take advantage of it. Thank you, listener. Really appreciate your support and your help. What's the lesson learned? Don't give everyone the text.
I really just like looked at it and like as I looked up and like pictured. How did I not see that before?
So these are custom microphone socks produced
Mine was
by
patriotic.
the Knitted Koozie. So thank you to the grant for that. Yeah.
I
Now
really,
can't unsee
folks,
it.
the joke isn't over. I really thought he was gonna get like a dick, like shaped, colored, whatever. For mine, that's what I would have done to him.
Oh,
100 out of 100. Oh, there she
there
is.
she must. So,
Hi, banana heads.
what's up, boss lady? How you doing? You doing all right?
Yeah, doing all right. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. I know I only got you for just a minute, so I real quick. Look at you. You doing okay?
I'm okay.
You're all right.
Did I wake you up? I did wake you up, didn't I?
No, no, I had a procedure done today, and I'm not feeling too great.
Oh, sorry, man. Well, I hope you're gonna live.
Yep.
That was a good burp. Nicely done. I just got a quick question for you. We're getting a lot of messages from folks, and we're gonna cut you loose because we're almost out of time. What do you call it? Folks are asking about becoming VSOs. We're getting a lot of messages about people wanting to be a VSOs and help.
I don't think they want to. I think they like the idea of being a VSO, but I don't think it's for a lot of people. That's why the turnover rate is so high. But for everybody not in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, it's a county position. So look at your county jobs and apply. There's no school. Depending on what state you live in will determine your training. I highly recommend you look at the National Association of County Service Veteran Officers, nacvso.org, I believe. They are the leading organization. They have an office in DC. I am accredited through NACVSO, and just read about it. It is a lot. It's not just filing VA paperwork. It's you become a social worker, and none of us have social working degrees. I get calls all hours of the night for literally everything. I had a phone call today. Veteran is claiming his son on the VA benefits, but is not paying child support. Child lives here in Massachusetts. Dad lives in like Virginia. What do I do? I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, file apportionment. I get homelessness. I get estate planning. I get medical proxy questions. I get VA questions, healthcare questions. What priority am I? I have this disease. I get IRS questions. I get Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. I get transportation questions. It's everything. Every aspect of a veteran's life, I'm in it. It's not just VA.
Do you have to do it full time? Can people do it part time or like just help out?
Yes, so everywhere except Massachusetts, so all 49 states, right? They do have part time depending on the population of the area. So in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, where every city and town has a VSO, our MGL or Massachusetts General Law says that every city that has 12,001 population will have a full-time VSO. 18,000 has one full-time VSO and an admin. So the more populous the city, the more people you have working in your office. So City of Taunton, which I am the director of, we have about 57,000. I have a full-time staff of 4. So me, VSO director, plus a chapter 115, plus an office manager, plus a clerk. And we need all 4.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, we're gonna let you go chill out because you look like you're hammered dog poo right this second.
Yeah, it's funny you say poop.
Allie, thanks for being a part, and we appreciate it. Hope you feel better.
Of course. Sorry, I'm late. Bye.
No, you're okay. We'll talk more. What?
Oh, one more thing. When I wanna do an I've in remembrance to I just lost a battle buddy. His name was Owen Hernandez, and he was a big brother to me when I was at SIL. He's from Puerto Rico. His daughter, Yetali, and his wife, Yahaira, they are, I got a text message and I'm just beyond myself. 47 years old, died of a massive heart attack in his daughter's arms. It's just, he was one of the good ones, OIF veteran. Just a fucking good dude, just kind. And this one hurts. So y'all pray tonight. Say, a prayer for Owen's soul.
We will. Thank you, Allie. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
Have a great night, boss.
Bye.
Bye. Well, in addition to Allie's friend, we also got a message from a listener. This is our never forgotten segment. Sergeant First Class Thagarma Manuel Manzo, or Toddy, passed on to be with the Lord on the morning of Sunday, December 22nd, Fayetteville, North Carolina. He was born September 27th, 1973, in Guayaquil, Ecuador. He proudly served his country in the U.S. Army for 20 years, completed 4 deployments to both Iraq and Afghanistan, enjoyed the outdoors, shooting, swimming, riding his Harley, working out, and spending time with his wife and 2 sons. Ladies and gentlemen, as you put your hands together and say your prayers tonight, please remember Sergeant First Class Thagarma Manuel Manzo and his family. So when you say your prayers tonight, keep his family in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to From the Ashes on About Face Media. Can't thank you enough for being a part of the show. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night, and thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here. Have a great night, and really appreciate it. Have a great night. Bye.